get up to him. There's lots of bush box trees here.
Must be a signed one.
The carry pine is near a big strangleseat tree. It's a strangleseat still standing. Copy on the strangleseat.
Right, I pull up, Simo.
Whoa up, whoa.
So this area that we're driving through here, this is on the way to Central Station from Yurong. About halfway through the island, there's a blackbutt area, or the blackbutt trees. Not what you think, but they are trees. And this area was logged in 1947. You wouldn't really think it. And you can't tell these days that this area has been logged. It's all grown up. So it's had quite a few years to regenerate. It's looking pretty good. Not at the moment though. It looks like, you can see in the background there, looks like a fire's been through probably last year by the looks of that. Everything looks a bit black and burnt. But anyway, 1947. So we're cruising down from Happy Valley down onto the beach. There's a bit of a rough track down here. And at the moment the weather's not real good. It's blowing about 15 to 20 from the east. As you can see in the background there, the ocean's pretty stirred up, a bit like a washing machine. We're going to head up to Eli. Probably not a real good day to be
up the beach in a minute.
Probably not a real good day to be looking at Eli, but we'll stop by and we may come back another day and spend a few hours there. Now they've had to put grates all down here on this track just so people can get up and down. Alright, so we're on the beach now. We've just come out from Happy Valley onto the beach. Oh, and have a look at that rain up north. Yeah, it's not a real good day. Anyway, it beats being at work.
So this is the 75-mile beach on the eastern side of Fraser Island. Normal road rules apply here, and there is a speed limit of 80 kilometres an hour. And out off to my right is the surf, Pacific Ocean. Probably not a good idea to go swimming over here. Lots of currents, rips, sharks. It's a nice drive along this beach. Just watch out for the traffic and drop-offs in the sand.
We're at Eli Creek. It's a very popular spot here, especially for a swim, but it's a little bit cool today, so we decided that we'd just have a walk around the boardwalk.
Fun facts, fun facts, fun facts with Peter!
Yeah, well, Eli Creek, it's the largest freshwater creek here on the eastern side of the island. It has about 4.5 million litres an hour of water flows down it all day, every day, right through the year. The water comes from rainfall, which falls on the sand dunes and just keeps soaking out across the beach. Just a little bit about the Maheno. It was built in 1905 and it was operating as a luxury cruise liner between Australia and New Zealand. During the First World War it was converted into a hospital ship and it operated between France and England. Then after that war it was brought back into the luxury cruise line again operating between Australia and New Zealand. In 1935 the Maheno was sold to the Japanese for scrap metal. They removed the propellers from it and they started towing it back towards Japan. But as they were towing it up past Fraser Island, they ran into a big storm, like a cyclonic storm, and the tow rope broke and the ship had no way of moving around, so it just got washed onto the beach, and that's where it's been ever since. As you can see today, there's not much of the ship left. In fact, every year it's disappearing more and more.
Fun facts, fun facts, fun facts with Peter!
During the Second World War, the Maheno was used for target practice by the Air Force. Also, the Z Force Special Commandos, they would come to the Maheno and they'd blow holes in the side as part of their training. Yeah, so Z Force, they blew square holes in the side, and if you look closely you might find some. They reckoned a square hole was harder to repair than a round one. That's why they were square. On this trip we've come across a few dingoes and they're really good to look at. They're regarded as being one of the purest strain of dingo in Australia. So don't leave any of your food laying around because they might come and eat it before you do.
So we're leaving Wathumba Creek. Spent the last 2 nights there. Oh, it's nice up the creek. Doing a bit of fishing, snorkeling. Saw quite a few fish. We're heading back to Orchid Beach now. Then we'll head north up the beach. We'll spend another couple of nights up there. Might end up at Sandy Cape. We'll do a bit of sand dune surfing. Get the kids out. Just here where the cars were bogged. A little bit rocky and rolly. Mrs. just hit her head. Wasn't hanging on enough. We got through pretty easy. Yeah, the missus wasn't hanging on properly then. Hit her noggin on the side of the car. I've got an extra egg.
You look really sorry.
There's a bit more coming, Carrie, hang on.
Well, here we are up at Sandy Cape on one of the many sand dunes that are up this way. Behind me you can see the lighthouse, the Sandy Cape Lighthouse. Just to the north of me is the very tip of Fraser Island, which is Sandy Cape. Just to the south of me is Rooney's. But we're just going to muck around here, have a little bit of a fish, play on the dunes, go for a slide. We may even make it up to the lighthouse and have a bit of a look, just see how we feel. Anyway, it's just a great day to relax and just chill out. So we'll see you somewhere soon. What's going on, Simo?
Peace out!
Righto! supposed to go down straight.
I tried.
Whee! Whee! Made it!
That's better.
Yeah! Here comes Pete. Go Peter! Petey! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Bit of sideways action.
Do it again.
Well, can't let the kids have all the fun. Hey, I'm going to go and show them how it's done. Holy moly, I was flying. That's how it's done. Whew, I'm too stuffed to go again.
Oh, they told me this would be fun, but this is really hurting me. Oh, I think I just lost a tooth. This feels really strange. Where's that sand going? Oh, this does not feel natural, I can tell you. Oh, something's not right here. Oh.
What's going on, Simo?
They're making me walk to the White House.
They make me do bloody exercise. I don't get this from doing exercise. Not happy. Not happy, Jan.
Where are we going?
I'm going home. Can't believe they're making me do this shit. Not happy. Cut.
And we've just started, but somebody decided they want to turn around and go back already. But it's shady, it's cool, it's just... Anyway, Sandy Cape Lighthouse. It's from the beach about 1.2 k's walk, all uphill.
That's 2.4 kilometres round trip, and Slim is shady.
I reckon we can go for a jog up this hill. Come on, Samo, give you a race.
Alright.
I'm not carrying Pete down when he has a heart attack. He's nearly 70, you know.
Wait.
Hey, I just noticed something. Yeah, look at these bright berries over here. These purple with blue ones. That's a flax lily.
The Aboriginals used to eat them?
Pretty. Not talking.
Come for a walk, she says. It'll be fun, she says. You love it, Simon.
Do they serve tea and scones up here?
No.
Why not? That's a bit rude. There's no consideration. But anyway, I'm not the last one up. There's more still coming. So I'm not doing too bad.
Can't even see him yet.
No. come up here, I'll tell you a bit more about the joint. So this is it. This is the lighthouse. Behind me is the light, and over there is the house. Hence the name, Lighthouse. And this was built by the Egyptians in 1770. No, not really. It wasn't. I'm just gammon.
Yeah, okay, if you want to know all about the history of it, I'll let you in on the secret. There it is there. I haven't read it yet, but it was built in England, the lighthouse, brought here in sections and bolted together. Okay, just a bit of information here. The lighthouse first opened in the 19th of May 1870, and they used whale oil or rapeseed oil to fire the lamp. And then in 1900 they had a new lamp that was a kerosene fired one. 1930 they ended the night watch, and in 1995 the light became automated, and it was by electricity then, by a 100 watt solar powered light. So it could, and that could be seen 28 nautical miles out to sea.
Just had to stop for 5 minutes and reflect on the beauty of everything.
Well, we've already gone to the lighthouse and now we're going to go to the World War II bunkers. Let's go.
So this was the bunker for the radar station that they had up here at Sandy Cape. So it was their first line of defence in detecting any enemies that would come down the coastline. And so this was where they came to take refuge if there ever was an attack. No one would have ever found them in here.
Hard going. It's leg day.
We're there yet?
Well, just a short walk up from the bunker, and we're not very close to the lighthouse. There's the graveyard here for the lighthouse. There's two people buried here. The first lighthouse keeper and his daughter. We've got John is over there to my left, to your right, and then his daughter. It just starts with E. I don't know her name. E. Simpson. Yeah, there's a lot of history up here at the Sandy Cape area. So it just takes a little bit of a walk to find it all and have a look around. You'll be amazed what you can find.
Is it on?
Yes.
So, I've convinced Big Simo to let me have a drive. We're going to drive to Champagne Rock Pools.
What'd you say?
Nothing?
She's just talking to me.
Hold on to your hat, honey. We're going for a drive.
You look a little too excited. It's worrying me.
I was born in the back of a four drive. I know how to four drive.
Whereabouts?
In the back of a four drive.
In the back. Someone else was driving.
We'll get in then.
Not ready to... Well, it's day 10. We're heading home. Just left Indian Head. We're on the beach. Probably not the best time to be driving. It's high tide. We're up in the soft sand. Ranger's doing it easy again. A little bit rough in places where all the cars have churned the sand up. You just got to account for things like this too when you're over here. If you're running low on fuel, if you're driving up in the soft sand, you'll end up using a lot more fuel. You need to take that into consideration. Anyway, we're getting along all right. Might stop at Eli Creek. We'll keep going down to Yorong. Then we'll head west over to Kingfisher Bay, where we'll catch the barge back to Harvey Bay. Been an awesome trip, and it's not quite over yet.
Fun facts, fun facts, fun facts with Peter.
Well, let me tell you how Fraser Island was named. It was named after Eliza Fraser. She was the wife of the captain who was sailing the brig to Stirling Castle northwards up past what's now Fraser Island. Well, further north they ran aground and they got shipwrecked. So they got into the lifeboat and they started heading south back towards civilization where they'd come from. Well, they came ashore on the northern end of Fraser Island and they all died except Eliza Fraser. She made her way to the southern end of the island. She met up with an escaped convict who then took her back to civilization, back to Moreton Bay, or what's now Brisbane. So when she got back there, she told a story of everything that happened, and so the authorities decided to name the island Fraser Island after Eliza Fraser.
I'm so glad my dad got his Cooper tyres fitted and serviced at Garden City Tyres and Mechanical. He has taken me to Cape York, Kimberley and Fraser Island, and I would not feel safer with anything else. Thank you, Garden City Tyres and Mechanical.
Garden City Tyre and Mechanical, so much more than tyres.
Tough as rocks.
So when Aussie Off-Road Adventures gets off the road, out into the bush and in the mud, we use Road Safe 4-Wheel Drive recovery gear. Now they've got everything from your tow points on your vehicle, to your bow shackles, to your snatch straps, and even snatch blocks and everything else in between. Now you can get yours from Garden City Tyre and Mechanical, so come down and see Dry and he'll hook you up.